This is the Gleaner's Corporate Coffee Mornings. Cedric Blair of Red Cedric Blair is my guest, and we're talking about the exciting Project Grow.
Yes.
And you were telling me that you need in excess of 10 tons
No,
per
no,
year?
many more than
Many
more
more
tons.
than
We
that.
we intend we're gonna need somewhere in the order of 2,500 acres of cassava in cultivation to provide the kind of supply chain. Our goal is to replace about 20% of our imported raw material that we put in our beer by 2017. And we could go higher. By 2020, we could possibly get to about 40%, but it's a lot of cassava that
So
you're
for
going to need.
the farmers and people like myself who
Yes.
know the difference or don't know the difference
Yes.
between sweet and bitter cassava, which
Yes.
one do you need?
Actually, both of the cassava you can, because what we're going to extract is the starch.
I see.
So we're going to start off with sweet cassava,
Yes.
but bitter cassava actually have more starch than sweet cassava.
So do you actually have some in the ground? You have farmers already
We-
doing your plots?
In fact, at this minute, we are securing about 20,000 pounds of cassava for some trial brews, because we have to do a trial
I
brews.
know.
Our pilot farm will not is going to come on stream next month. We're going to be we should be breaking ground in the next 2 weeks.
Where is that?
We've signed, as you'd have seen recently, we signed a land lease deal with NIC for a plot of land out by Bernard Lodge.
Right.
Ideal for growing cassava.
Excellent.
We will be breaking ground there in another week or two. We would expect to be planting sometime in February. Cassava takes about 7 to 9 months.
Months, I think they
Yes.
told me.
So
it stays in the ground.
Yep, 7 to 9 months. So we would expect to be reaping from that lot somewhere around August, September. We also putting in a starch factory. It will take about 7 months from order to delivery to installation. So our plan is that, as the cassava is being grown and mature, we are installing our cassava starch plant, and it will be ready just in time.
So you're going to manufacture starch? Is that the starch for
Yep, that's
making the shirts look nice and crisp?
Well, my grandmother would say so.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, so we will have this cassava starch plant installed and running by July, August, just in time for reaping of the cassava from our plant.
So suppose I'm interested, or anybody is interested now. Is Red Stripe going to actually train you, do seminars, show you how, you just don't go into this thing haphazardly?
Absolutely, because what I think what we are going to bring, and I think that's what's going to make the difference, is the kind of agricultural techniques and best practices that allows you to get the kind of yield that I am describing. So you won't get yield by planting the way we do today. So we will, in fact, we're going to have, as part of our Learning for Life program, which you're familiar with.
Yes, you're Learning for Life.
Yes, we will be training farmers in the agricultural technique of growing cassava to give the kind of yield that I have described.
So when are you going to roll out that program then?
That is actually going to roll out at the same time as we are rolling out our pilot plant. So that's going to be happening, I would say, in the next 1 to 2 months.
So you're guaranteeing then, Cedric, that 5 years' time, we won't be talking about the failure of the cassava project, because you know how they say we are a land of samples.
Yes, I think what we're doing, and the minister mentioned it at the launch recently, is that the farmers will have a guaranteed buyer for their cassava.
Excellent.
And because they will be producing at a particular yield, they will still be able to make good money from growing cassava at a competitive price to us, the brewer.
Okay, I look forward to collecting my first check from Red Stripe for my cassava next year.
I am looking forward to paying you as well.
Thank you so much for talking to me this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, good. This has been the Gleaner's Corporate Coffee Mornings. My guest was Cedric Blair of Red Stripe. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.